welcome to an all-new edition of the Golden Standard, the official comic book review series of the Golden Age 1942, Blount County's #1 source for comics, gaming, collectibles, and so much more. We're located at 316 Court Street, right across the street from the courthouse in the historic WGAP radio building in downtown Maryville, Tennessee. We are continuing with our summer reading list series on the Golden Standard, where we take a look at some of the trade paperbacks and graphic novels that we have available in the store to add to your summer reading list. And I bet you can't guess what we're going to talk about today. That's right, we're taking a look at New York from Dark Horse Comics, which is adapted from the novel by author Stefan Wool with art by Olivier Vatine. New York takes place in a post-apocalyptic distant future in which humans have sort of regressed back to the Stone Age. It tells the story of Darkchild, a small boy who has been shunned from his tribe and decides to set out on a quest to the legendary Land of the Gods, also known as New York, which is, of course, New York, post-apocalyptic time. In doing so, hopes to hunt and bring back food and game to his meat-barren wasteland, to his tribe, which is hungry, in order that he can redeem himself in the eyes of his tribe. And for a post-apocalyptic story, there are some very, very beautiful images in this book. Even though it takes place in sort of this dreary, dire world in which everything is deteriorated and sort of laying to rot, there's still this this sense and this look of mysticism and magic to it. So the artwork's very mesmerizing and intriguing in its design. One of the cool things about this, there are these creatures in this book that are these mutant cephalopods, and they're sort of these man-made mutant creatures that are just, you know, these huge looking, they kind of remind me of a cross between an elephant, an octopus, and the Martian tripods from H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds. I thought these creatures were really kind of cool to just look at in this book. It just had a really sort of a majestic design to them, but they were also kind of terrifying at the same time. As far as the story goes, there's a lot of underlying things going on thematically, and I won't get too much into that because I want you, the reader, to discover that when you pick up this awesome book. It does kind of serve as a cautionary tale to humankind and sort of deals with humankind's self-destructive nature. But on the surface, what I really enjoyed this book's story for was I enjoyed it as an adventure epic. I enjoyed going on this journey with Darkchild and kind of seeing this world through his childlike eyes. Really kind of amplified that sense of adventure. And in certain ways, it kind of reminded me of one of my favorite Mark Twain books, which is Huck Finn. Kind of reminded me of that, where you have this kid going on this journey, and there are these really nice moments in this book of sort of growth and self-discovery. So I really kind of enjoyed it on sort of that aspect. One of the things that I find with some of these post-apocalyptic stories is that they're kind of predictable. You can kind of tell where they're headed, but this one really isn't like that. There are a lot of unexpected turns in this, but it doesn't really spell out exactly where this story is going. So as you're reading it, you do get these sort of unanswered questions, but you're not dying to have them answered right away because there was so much going on as far as the action, as far as the artwork, and just everything like that, that I was just sort of, you know, I was right there along with Darkchild. You know, I was sort of caught up in this world of wonder and whatnot, so that when these answers were given to me, they were kind of given to you gradually along the way in sort of the form of sort of little nice surprises. So I thought that was really cool, the way that that was crafted in the story. I would recommend New York for young adults and up. You know, there's just a little bit of language in this, not very much, but I think young adults and up would probably appreciate this story the most. We do have it available here in the store at the Golden Age 1942, so come on by, pick it up, and add it to your summer reading list. And so this has been another edition of the Golden Standard Summer Reading List. Be sure to comment below and let us know if you've read New York and tell us what you think about it, or let us know what you've been reading this summer. Either way, we hope to see you in the store, and we hope you have a great week. Bye. New York takes place in a post-apocalyptic